Do you know Google Cloud is also one of the popular public cloud provider in the market apart from AWS and Azure, and that's where Google Cloud Services plays very important. So if you want to build your career in cloud computing, if you are taking it to the next level by studying Google Cloud Services, it's a good career choice. So in this video, we are going to see various cloud services being offered by Google Cloud. So let's begin. So as part of the GCP, means Google Cloud Platform, these are all categories of services being offered by Google Cloud. So start with the first one is management and cost services. So let's see what is there. So the first in the list is APIs and services. So if you want to manage various API services on your cloud platform in a limited way, so you can leverage this service. Coming to the billing, so if you want to manage your billing, its visibility and accountability and entire cost control, you can use this service. The last one in the list is identity access management and administration. So if you want to govern the access to various resources in your cloud platform, you can leverage this service. So this is all about management and GCP platform. Coming to the next popular service, which is compute. So as part of compute, we have the first service, which is compute engine. So as part of the compute engine, we purchase the virtual box, and if you want to have your own Kubernetes cluster, managed cluster, GCP platform, you can use Kubernetes engine. If you want to have a VMware as a service on cloud platform, you can leverage VMware. Coming to the next service, which is Enthus, it is used for multi-cloud platform modernization and its operational consistency. And the batch is the service to submit your job and manage that entire workload. So that's where these services are important. Coming to the analytics service on Google Cloud platform, we have first one is BigQuery. So using BigQuery, you can fire queries on scalable big data warehouse solution. So it's very popular. Then if you want to have a publisher and subscriber event-driven system, you can use pub subscriber service from GCP platform. And for real-time data analytics on system, you can use Dataflow. And if you want to schedule your tools, you want to have Apache Airflow managed service on GCP platform, you can use Composer. So if you want to have a Apache Hadoop and Apache Spark managed service on GCP platform, you can go for Dataproc. Data preparation is the service which is used for data writing and visualization. For connecting n number of IoT devices, then as a central core service, you can use IoT. Looker is for enterprise BI and analytics kind of activities. Healthcare is the service which is used for processing the healthcare data. Life science data you can process using life science service. And if you want to manage your metadata and create various kind of data sources on top of that, you can use data catalog service. For enterprise level search engine, if you want to build, you can use Elastic Cloud. So for data and data analytics and some AI-driven workload you want to process as part of the Databricks products offering, you can use Databricks service. For intelligent data fabric and unified distributed data source and its automation, you can use Data Lake service. So there is another service which is known as Data Fusion. So Data Fusion service is the data pipeline management build and management data pipeline supporting business users and developer and data scientists. So for that purpose, GCP provides Data Fusion service. For financial service related activities, you can leverage whatever is available under financial services. So if you want to do CDC, mean chain data capture, and want to replicate data from different sources, you can use data stream service. Coming to the next category, which is networking. So if you want to build your virtual private network in GCP platform, you can use VPC network services. And if you want to set up load balancer, content delivery network, domain name server, you can use network services. And to connect with the cloud platform in a hybrid mode, you can use hybrid connectivity services. And for GCP platform security, and that's where you want to use some industry leading security tools like Cloud Armor, Cloud IDS, you can use network security services. And for analyzing network monitoring, topology diagnostics, connectivity issues, improve network security, monitor real-time performance. So for that purpose, we have networking delivery services in GCP. Coming to the next one, which is very important, that is price versus performance steering optimization for your cloud network for performance and price that you want to balance. Then you can use network service tier services available under GCP platform. So that's all about networking. Coming to the next category, that is distributed cloud. So suppose you are using in IoT environment, and that's where edge devices come into the picture. So in order to manage edge infrastructure, run latency and performance sensitive workload on Google managed infrastructure, you can use edge services and also devices for edge and transfer workloads into your data to Google. Bring the cloud where your data is generated, you can use appliances services. So this is something which is related with IoT devices as part of GCP Cloud. Coming to the next category, which is serverless built application powered by serverless function and content. So suppose you want to run containerized service in GCP platform, you can use Cloud Run. And for quick function development, that is event driven functions, which is similar to Lambda function in case of AWS, you can use Cloud Function. And for managing and deploying and building your application, you can use App Engine. And for API development, deployment and management, you can use API gateway services available under GCP platform. And once you build your API gateway, in order to secure and monitor and analyze set ports on your APIs, you can use endpoint services. So that is something which is related with serverless functions and container services available on GCP platform. Coming to the next set of services available on GCP platform, that is databases. So the first one is SQL, so mainly related with that. So if you want to configure your manage MySQL, Postgres, MS SQL database services, so you can use SQL services under GCP. At the data store, you can configure NoSQL databases, and Firestore is the database for serverless SQL documented DB and add NoSQL document database access to mobile and web application. So that's where Firestore is popular. Another as a banner service, which is horizontally scalable relational DB, right? And that's where you get 99.99% availability with fully managed relational database. So that availability factor and precision, if you want to have, then you can go for spanner services. Big Table is again very popular service when it comes to the GCP platform. It provides petabyte of scalable solution with low latency and no relational. So that's where Big Table is very popular. GCP platform. In order to store in-memory database, we have a Redis and cache, and that can be done under main store services available in GCP platform. For migrating your Cloud SQL data and streamlining the migration to the Cloud SQL, like MySQL and PostgreSQL, you can use database migration services. So for MongoDB Atlas, main JSON-like data model and querying and scaling setup, you can use MongoDB version as part of the MongoDB Atlas. So if you want to have a graph database in terms of Neo4j solution, you can use Neo4j or graph services available on the GCP platform. And for robust in-memory database platform and support large data set, enterprise grade security and single digit seconds failover and uniform billing, you can use Redis enterprise services. And for OllIDB for Postgres, that is for enterprise grade PostgreSQL compatible database, and it provides 4x faster standard PostgreSQL and analytical queries up to 100x faster speed under OllIDB. Moving on to the operation monitoring, troubleshooting, and improve application performance services under GCP platform. So we have a logging platform which is for real-time log management and analysis. Coming to the next category of services like operations, monitoring, troubleshooting, and improve application performance. So for that, the first umbrella of service available, which is in terms of logging. So it is real-time log management, access store, search, analyze, monitor, and alert on logging data and events in Google Cloud and other. So that's where logging services plays very important role. And as part of your infrastructure, suppose you want to manage that infrastructure, create dashboard and configure alerts and uptime checks, you can use monitoring services for error handling and fixing the root cause associated with error, your error in a fast way. You can use error reporting services. As a trace management, if you want to collect the latency data from application and display it in a real time, you can use trace services. And in order to track CPU heap profiling and gather that memory allocation details, you can use profiler service. And at code level investigation you want to do without adding any log statement, you can use debugger services available as part of operations in GCP platform. Coming to the next service which is available on GCP platform related with security that meets the policy and compliance objective. So if you want to configure security aspect related with regulatory requirement and policies, you can consider definitely services. And there is another thing for data regulations, adherence, the policies with suite of compliance control. You can use compliance services. Coming to the next category, that is CI/CD DevOps. So in DevOps, we have a cloud build service that is for continuous integration and delivery platform, build, test, deploy application using CI/CD platform. So that's where cloud services play very important role. If you have any Docker image and if you want to maintain that Docker, you have a container. So in order to maintain your source code, we have a private Git repository in terms of source repository services on GCP platform. And for your binary services management, we have Artifactory registry. And for cloud deploy that manage continuous delivery, GKE means Google Kubernetes Engine deploy container image artifacts into your various environment Kubernetes Engine. So if you want to deploy the things using Kubernetes Engine also, you can use cloud deploy. Coming to the next category, that is artificial intelligence. So in artificial intelligence, the first category available, which is Vertex AI. So one AI platform, every ML tool you need build, deploy, and scale ML model faster and pre-train and custom tooling with unified. So that's where Vertex AI service plays an important role. And suppose you want to do something with natural language processing. So natural language services you can provide. And suppose you have that structured data and you want to apply some AI models on top of that structured data. So that's where table services are there in case of GCP platform. So translator means from one language to another language. If you want to transfer the data, in that case, translator services are very important. For documentation, AI and classification, you can use document AI services. For recommendation engine in GCP platform under artificial intelligence, we have this service. So the next AI/ML service available for retailers, infuse your digital properties with Google quality recommendation. So that kind of use cases you can use retail. And suppose you want to search it, suppose you are searching for the job and to create job posting, delete those job posting using AI/ML solution, you can use talent solution there. For document AI warehouse, you can use AI integrated cloud native document management platform to store, search, organize, govern. So that's where Doc AI warehouse service is available. For discovery engine means cross industry discovery solutions. Infuse your digital properties with good quality recommendation. And for audio to text and text to audio conversion, you can use speech and Vertex AI Vision is related with so that's where these AI/ML services are available on AI platform. Coming to the next category of services from GCP platform, that is integration services. Suppose you want to schedule job, the cron tab job service, so you can use cloud scheduler in GCP platform. And similarly, asynchronous task execution and manage the execution, dispatch, delivery of the large number of distributed tasks to perform work outside your request. You can use cloud task. For workflow orchestration, automate Google Cloud, you can use workflow services, and event arc is the service for modern event delivery. So deliver a synchronous event between loosely coupled services that react to state change. So those event kind of activity we can use event arc. Integration connector is enterprise application connectivity and connect business application technologies, other first and third party data sources through standard interface. So that's where integration connectors are important. And if you want to manage your APIs, you can use FPG API management service under GCP platform. And for application integration, means enterprise level application integration, build those application orchestration services and exchange data between SaaS applications for automating business process application integration services. So that is all about integration services. Coming to the next set of category, that is to discover productivity resources for your cloud. So the first one is deployment manager. So templated infrastructure deployment, automated fashion to create your cloud resources. Service catalog is to create and share managed solutions and deploy with users in your organization. So for that, there are service catalog, services for internal solution catalog. Carbon footprint. So if you want to see your carbon footprint as part of the cloud carbon emission, you can check that using the service. And if you want to deploy your Apache Kafka Confluent cluster managed service, you can use Apache Kafka Confluent service. For Splunk Cloud, for managing your SaaS as a service for Splunk, you can use Splunk Cloud. And Cloud Workstation is for increased development velocity and security with managed on-demand development environment in the cloud. And suppose you want to migrate your data from on-premise to the cloud, you can use migration center services. And for identity and access management, identity platform, GCP. So those are some additional tools. So coming to the last category, that is related with Google products. So Google has a gaming engine as well as Google Maps platform. So there are some services related with that. So if you want to use Google Maps in your use case, so you can leverage Google Maps platform services. For gaming, there is the Agons project, open source project, which is fully deployed in Kubernetes. If you want to leverage anything related with that, you can use game servers. And immersive stream is for photorealistic extended reality. So if you want to use that extended reality as part of your use case, you can definitely think of immersive stream. And the last one is Google Workspace. So Google has Google Work. If you want to enhance the apps through programmatic interaction with Google Workspace. So these are the services available as part of GCP plan. Please put in the comment section which services you are planning to learn as part of your GCP journey, and also please comment any additional service which you are planning to leverage as part of your project or assignment. Thank you for listening.